Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Wednesday. Already, again. Let me grab Jet. Hi, Jet. Welcome back to Wednesday.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, what's up? How are you feeling this Wednesday? A little tired?
Yeah, kind of. I've been drawing nonstop.
Because you're doing commissions. Well, it's good to have you with me for this Wednesday. Thank you for joining me once again.
Thank you for having me.
Oh yeah, it's a pleasure and a delight, as always. Hello, everyone. Yes, Asogi is colored. He's saturated. He's saturated now. We've breathed life back into him. He's saturated. It just makes, I just sat there staring at it for a little bit. I was like, oh, he's come back. I'm so happy. I thought they were gonna juke me. I really thought they were gonna juke me and make the victim be like the departed soul, but they didn't. And I thought they were gonna make me wait way longer for that reveal, if I'm being quite honest. Like I thought they were gonna make me wait until like case 5 to be like, oh well, is it Asogi? Is it not? But they took mercy on me, thankfully. But yeah, welcome everyone. Hey, Ramen, Gebe, Astrofish, Grace. Wait, Wednesdays are over. Asogi Wednesdays are back. Yes, exactly. Animus Nani, Luke Artsy. Marit, why aren't you sleeping? It's really late for you. Whatever. Grovi, Luca, Lesbian Miku, Hannah, Taya, Beautiful Objection, Sic Mundus Creatus. Sic Mundus Creatus. Yeah, okay, that's it. Tara, Koi, Nami, and anyone else that I missed who is lurking. Hello, welcome. All right. Yes. Marit, you told me you were going to sleep like an hour ago. So, anyways, let me turn this music off and then turn on the game volume. We're starting case 4 today. Very excited.
We are.
Where's my, there we go. We're starting case 4 today. We need Asogi in his whore outfit on the fridge. Oh, so true. His little sex haver outfit. I don't have an, I should have put one of the images of his little sex haver outfit on. Should have done that. Someone sent me a really good one. Anyways. Is Asogi maidenless? Asogi Kazuma is wanted carnally by everyone, so no. He has a maiden and that maiden is me, exactly. So fucking true. Abi, hello, welcome. Okay, so yeah, last time we left off, no, that's not what I want. Last time we left off, we finished case 3. Our wonderful, perfect, special little boy came back. That was the most surprising thing. The most surprising thing was not the fact that he's alive, because they had already hinted at, like, Susato and Ryo were like, that's him. That's our friend Asogi. The most surprising part was that his dad killed Clint, his father. So that means that I think the K Asogi on the music box disc is Asogi Senior. I think that's correct. Kind of sad we can't gaslight Tony about Asogi anymore. It was so much fun. You guys are so mean to me. You guys actually, you made me question the fact that he was gonna come back at all because I was just like, I had so many trust issues about it. And then when he did come back, I was like, but is he wax? Everybody is so mean to me, it's true. But yeah, so now now what I want to know is what he was doing in the year that he had amnesia. I saw that, Jet, that concept art that Jay sent me where he's got his, like, pirate outfit. And so I'm just like, and the one where he's carrying all those, like, crates and stuff in one arm with the like, very see-through shirt that was just covering nothing. So I'm thinking, like, was he working on the docks for a year? Question mark? Has the shrimp theory hasn't been knocked out yet. You know, okay, that's the other thing. Grace, at one point I said, when I was like in my early days of theorizing, everyone was like, oh, but what about vampires? What about vampires? I'm like, okay, the government conspiracy is that the government is making an army of vampires, and Brock's trauma is that he killed his fellow vampire, blah, blah, blah. And then Grace pinned it and said, remember that you said that. And so now I've gone back to it and I'm like, is the necromancy theory not off the table? Like, why would you pin that and tell me to remember I said that? So I don't know. Shrimp might still be on the table. But, we'll have to see. But yeah. So that's what I'm curious about. What was he doing? How did he get here? Why? It's not like I just thought it was funny or anything. Why would you? But I was saying a lot of funny shit. Why would you not just pin that? I'm just suspicious. It's not copium. He's alive anyways. Who cares? Yeah, anyways. So I want to know what he was doing, why Strongheart specifically told him to, they were covering up his face with a mask, but like, what's the point of that? Like, nobody knows who Asogi is in London. So I kind of want to know why Strongheart felt it necessary to keep his identity such a secret, and why he appointed him to be Venzix's apprentice. But yeah, I want to know. Twisted Karma and His Last Bow is the sickest name in AA history. This is really, yeah. This I want to get into this. So let's. Why don't we just do that? All right, we all ready? Let's get into it.
Holmes はパイプを手に窓の外に広がる濃い霧を見下ろしていた。
I switched it to Japanese
この
last
霧
time.
の底には一体いくつの事件が隠れているのだろうね。不思議な新聞広告から始まる奇想天外な事件。魔剣が闇をかける連続殺人事件に、夜の墓場でよみがえる死刑囚の事件。そして誰も知らない町外れの小部屋のありふれた殺人事件。どんな事件もその裏側には誰も知らない物語が潜んでいる。僕を事件現場へと駆り立てるのはその物語なのだよ、ワトソン。早く帽子を取りたまえ。行こうじゃないか、相棒。僕たちの冒険は終わらない。さあ、ゲームの始まりだ。
The peach time face, but it's like eyeball. Eyeball.
Listen, we changed it to Japanese because I really wanted to listen to Sudoken.
It's true. Yes. And you know what? So-called free thinkers went eyeball. Yeah, it was worth it. I think I'll just keep it in Japanese, honestly. But yeah, I do really love hearing Ryo's English voice actor, and Sosato's. So maybe I'll change it back. I don't know. Whatever. But But anyways, here we go. Sorry. Now here we go. Okay. 8 days after that earth-shattering trial and Kazuma regaining his memory, we were in the foyer of one of London's most luxurious hotels, the Great Waterloo Hotel. So are we not gonna get, like, the conversation after Asogi comes back to life? After a year? Are we not getting that conversation? This is just 8 days.
We have to play the game.
Okay, fine. I wanted to see the conversation. 1st November 1024, yeah, Great Waterloo Hotel for play the game. Okay, fine. Professor Mikotoba is due to arrive at any moment.
Yes! I'm so glad we got here in time.
Susato-san hasn't been the same since what happened. Not that I'm surprised.
The truth about Kazuma-sama's father. Do you suppose my father knew?
That he was actually the mass murderer? The professor, you mean? How could he not know? I knew that's what she was thinking about. There's a good chance, I'd say. I mean, they did come here to London together 16 years ago, didn't they?
Yes, that's true.
Come to think of it, didn't you say that Professor Mikotoba knew about Kazuma going missing in Hong Kong as well? So wait... Okay, I'll just play the game, but I'm just confused. Like, oh, like his body. Okay.
That's right. But for some reason, he wasn't at liberty to talk to me about it.
That probably means he knows then. About Kazuma showing up here in London with amnesia, and that he's regained his memory now. Who dis? There she is. Oh.
Bro, okay.
It's true.
Goku looking kind of nice.
I know.
Okay?
He's looking a little bit like our flag means death, Blackbeard. He's looking a little bit like
It's the gloves that really like.
We were just talking about that today, about Asogi's sex haver outfit, how the gloves just make it. Something about gloves. Say show your gloves.
Like when I first played this game, I was like, "Yo, they got dilfs in this game!
They got dilfs in this game! Nice!" His little, they're both looking pretty. I love their neckwear. Classy. Clean.
Yeah, they both looking kind of fine right
Look
now.
a little fine.
Oh, father!
Hello, Susato. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. We're delighted you've arrived safe and sound.
Hello, Mr. Naruhodo. Very kind of you to take the trouble to meet us here.
Oh, no, not at all. It's my pleasure. We've heard all about your extraordinary exploits here in London, you know. The news has crossed the seas. It has?
Grace.
What?
I instinct the reaction to Miko Goku was Mikotoba and Goku. Oh. But also Jill? Judge, I'd like the fuck.
Jilf and Dilf. Jadilf. I always look forward to reading the monthly reports that arrive with the steamships from Britain. Oh, I see. Well, thank you very much. Chigoku and Justine are Jilfs. They're both Jilfs. The Provincial Judiciary. Who is this man? And why do I feel as though I've seen him before?
Ryunosuke.
Ryunosuke
Naruhodo.
Naruhodo. I take it from your expression that you can't quite place me.
Well, this is a judge we can be horny for.
Yeah.
Rat Skull.
In that case, how about a little reminder, Seishiro? A firm tap should do it.
Yes. You gonna throw him? A firm tap? What? Here we go then. I hereby pronounce the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, guilty. Oh! You're... Yeah, why do you bring his gavel with him? The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I don't know why I rolled the R there. Just been rolling my R's a lot lately. Your Excellency!
Hello, Judge Jigoku. How are you? It's been a long time.
Good, you've remembered now. That really did the trick. Guilty! Only I was declared not guilty, wasn't I? And there was no laughing at the time. So, London again after all this time. Hard to believe it's been 10 years. To be honest, I never thought I'd be back.
Neither did I. I didn't imagine Japan would ever be invited to international symposium like this. Though, really, I doubt anyone did, to be honest. It's all thanks to you, isn't it, Seishiro?
What are you talking about, Eugen? Of course. Judge Jigoku. He must complete the set. He's the other man who 16 years ago came to London with Kazuma's father and Professor Mikotoba. He's the third visiting scholar.
Well, all those passport checks and luggage searches at the border took a rather lot of time. I must say I'm very envious of your ministerial status. You didn't even have to go through any of that, did you?
I knew you were jealous. Sorry? Ministerial status?
Yes. Didn't you know? Seishiro here is also Japan's Minister of Foreign Affairs. It was his personal insistence that allowed you to take Kazuma's place here on the study tour.
Guilty as charged. Oh, well, thank you very much. He's really every bit as important as he looks.
Yes now, Naruhodo. I received a telegram from Lord Strongheart yesterday.
Oh, you did?
It appears that some things came to light in a trial you were involved with 8 days ago.
No shit? No shit?
About what happened 10 years ago. That tragedy.
It wasn't 20 minutes, Hannah. It was like 10. Maybe 15. Yes, could you tell us any more about it? Well. So, how was the voyage here?
Well, 50 days at sea is a long time by anyone's standards.
But it wasn't as bad as when we first came 16 years ago.
No, that's true. Well, then I truly wondered if we wouldn't be drifting in the vast ocean for the rest of our lives. This time we followed the same route as you, so we were able to relax and enjoy the experience.
Ah, so you stopped in France's beautiful capital, Paris?
We did, yes, though only for one night.
How did old-timey people live 50 days and they couldn't even watch anime? This clip has 128 views. I mean, listen, that clip is very funny. Simon, it was a moment of the video game hearing me, for real.
And yesterday evening we left the port of Dunkirk for Dover.
Just in time for the symposium, in fact. It starts tomorrow.
It's wonderful that you were invited to attend such an important international event. I'm very proud of you, Father.
It's thanks to Seishiro here. 16 years ago he managed to integrate himself with Britain's Attorney General. I'm sure that's why he was invited. And I suppose you could say I'm something of an appendage by default.
Speak for yourself, Eugen. You were close friends with the professor of forensic science at a major hospital.
Yes, well, I'd rather not dredge all that up, really.
No, there's been a lot of water under the bridge since then, but it doesn't bring him back. Kazuma's father, I suppose. The professor, the killer who took the lives of 5 members of the British aristocracy, was actually Kazuma's father, wasn't he? That's correct. Genshin Asogi. Impact? Genshin.
You knew, I presume, Father?
Yes, he was a close friend at the time.
Genshin came to Britain as a police detective. He was studying investigative techniques at Scotland Yard. I've never understood what drove the man to commit such heinous acts.
It was a closed trial, so the public never knew the truth, and he was executed with little ado. To this day, very few people know what really happened, even in our homeland.
What about Kazuma? Did he know? Did he know the truth about his father? No, of course not. He was told his father passed from sickness.
However, I suspect he may have had his doubts.
Oh, why?
As you know, I tried to guide Kazuma growing up as if he were my own son.
Wait.
Then one day, he came to my office at the university and said, "I've decided. I want to travel to Great Britain and study there."
Do you think he wanted to come here to investigate his father's death?
I don't know. But when I looked into his eyes, I did know that there was no way I'd be able to stop him.
Something else came to light in that trial the other day, actually.
Oh? What?
The fact that he's alive and breathing? Well, having disappeared in Hong Kong and been missing for almost a year, Kazuma's since turned up here in London, working as the apprentice of Lord Van Zeeks.
What?
Don't act so surprised. What? That's news to us. Seizure a shocked sprite.
So, Lord Strongheart's telegram neglected to mention that part then.
Okay.
As you know, we both thought Kazuma had died on the steamship during our voyage to Great Britain in January.
But he didn't die. He's alive. As you knew, didn't you, Father?
In actual fact, no. What I did know is that when your ship docked in Hong Kong, he mysteriously vanished.
We sent a team of investigators to Hong Kong to try and ascertain what had happened, but to no avail.
But he's still alive. And here in London, you say.
So no Juliet theory.
I never dared to even dream it.
Why on earth did the young man not make contact? The government and the police have been chasing clues fruitlessly for months now.
Well, it seems that he was suffering from amnesia.
What? Amnesia? When we first came across him again here in London, he didn't know who either of us were.
I see.
He only regained his memory 8 days ago. This is unbelievable.
Yes, it's quite miraculous. I wonder why Lord Strongheart didn't let us know.
Okay, so so this is fueling my Scythe was on the boat thing. Because then he had to because unless Strongheart was on the boat? Or fucking it was all Herlock's doing. Unless Herlock was like, you know what's fun? This guy's actually alive. This will be fun.
Herlock, are you... I don't know how much I trust that man now.
And maybe a
Shut
fourth
up!
person was on the boat. Maybe a fifth.
I hate you so bad.
I must speak with him urgently.
I wonder how Kazuma's been these past few days.
Have you not been attached at the hip? I would.
Would it be wrong of us to go and visit him?
No. Go. Now. Leave.
That began 16 years ago now. It's a distant memory, really.
I can't believe these motherfuckers just walked in. Ryunosuke Naruhodo walked into Barack Van Zieks' office, shat on a portrait of his brother, accused him of being a murderer, but he's like, would it be rude if I went to go visit my best friend who I thought had been dead for a year and recently regained his memory?
Okay, but Ryu respects Asogi.
Okay.
The man just snapped out of his amnesia, and he was very terse when he left that courtroom. I think Ryu would respect the distance more than respecting Barack Van Zieks.
Okay. That's fair. Fine. He's worried about being rude to, I'm assuming you meant to Asogi, but to being rude to Barack Van Zieks is a civic duty. True.
It was you, Janir, Genshin, Asogi, and myself. We were the original three. The first judicial scholars from Japan to travel overseas to study.
Ocean voyages were not what they are today, I can tell you.
16 years ago. Things were tough for their generation. Didn't even have Netflix. Or anime. Your father was an exceptionally fine medical student at Yume University at the time, you know, young lady.
Yes, grandmother told me.
Oh, that's the other thing. I want to know about like, why she said it was a turbulent time at home for her. Because, like, she's staying with her grandmother instead of, like, her mom.
He went to do research at a great London hospital to study autopsy. Practically unheard of in Japan.
Yes, it was an eerie place sandwiched between the back of a prison and a burial ground.
Ugh, oh, not more talk of graves. Very often, there's no one willing to deal with bodies following autopsy work.
So you'll see, autopsy labs have something of an unavoidable relationship with graveyards and prisons.
Not my cup of tea at all.
Do you remember that Scottish prison governor? Caden, his name was. He was a good man.
Yes, but then of course, in our 6th year here, everything changed with that dreadful case. When Genshin was arrested for a series of the most gruesome murders.
I simply couldn't believe it. I'd known the man for years.
I was a witness at the secret hearing and I tried to speak in his defense,
But you went a little too far and ended up facing charges yourself, didn't you?
well, suffice to say that after that trial, we were sent back to Japan.
There was nothing more we could do to save Genshin. He was a lost cause, sadly.
Like, I do love that they're discussing government secrets in a hotel lobby, just like around. Yeah. There's a bellboy back there, like.
Well, if you'll excuse us now.
Yes, I'd like to get this trunk up to my room as soon as possible.
Are you hiding someone in there? Oh, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have held you up here for so long.
I'll call for the porter then. Just wait here.
Susato-san's gone off at a run.
I'd like to stay and talk more, but I do have various preparations to make for tomorrow.
Yes, of course. It must be a big responsibility representing our entire country. I wish you the best of luck.
Naruhodo. I hope you'll keep an eye on Susato for me. Keep looking after her as you obviously have been.
Oh, no, I mean, if anyone's looking after anyone, it's her looking after me. True.
Well, I do appreciate you being there for her, after all. I've been a miserable father to her. I've thoroughly let her down.
Yeah.
Sorry? What do you mean? I mean, you did support her. You found her, you know, a uniform that would fit her. You supported her law career. You know, you're trying.
Well, it was 16 years ago that I started my long study here. Oh wait, that I started my long study tour here in Britain, as you know.
Ryu, what do you mean? Eyes.
The very year Susato was born.
Yes, I heard.
The birth of my daughter was the most joyous event of my life, but... well, sadly, it was accompanied by the most tragic event of my life, too.
Okay, her mother died in childbirth.
Oh, yes. Susato-san hinted at something like that.
It was a rather turbulent time at home.
Anyway, I won't bore you with the details. The point is, I became rather less dependable than befits a grown man. And it was then that Seishiro offered me the opportunity to study here in Great Britain.
I was too worried about you to leave you behind. So perhaps I was a little heavy-handed when it came to persuading you to accompany me to London.
So, that's what happened in a nutshell. And that's also the reason why I now feel compelled to give my daughter as many opportunities as I dare. Though the world does not readily afford young women to such things, I must say.
Well, at least you're trying.
I completely understand, Professor.
Ah, one other thing, Naruhodo.
The ANA's attorney stands for absent parents.
If I may be so bold, I have a favor to ask you.
Oh, really? Of course. What can I do for you?
Well, the thing is,
I'm so sorry that took so long.
Mr. Sato.
Now then, allow us to take your bags.
Allow me to take your bags. One moment, if you please, Porter. Of course, sir. That machine around your neck. It's a camera, I believe. Right, sir. It's just 5 shillings for a lovely photograph to commemorate a wonderful stay at the hotel, sir. Well, I think given the occasion, we could justify the expense.
Family photo?
Yes, of course.
Oh, it's too sad. Ryu looks so fucking funny there. He's like...
I'd like to thank you for coming with me, Mr. Naruhodo. It's really made Father very happy, I think.
Oh, well, I'm pleased then. But we were interrupted before. Professor Mikotoba was about to ask me something, and now it's really bugging me.
Shall we return to Baker Street then? I expect Iris will have some delicious tea waiting for us.
Yes, let's go. I'm getting more and more anxious about Kazuma, though.
Me too!
Perhaps I'll try to meet with Lord Strongheart later and ask after him.
Alright. Is there anything fun to investigate in here? If it's just filler stuff, it's whatever. But... Tea? The tea? Doesn't look like you can investigate the tea. Can you? Okay. Well, no one's saying anything, so...
Well, I don't investigate stuff, so I wouldn't know anything.
No, I was just waiting for, like, chat. But no one's jumping out with, oh, investigate this, it's so funny. So, let's just go. That's fine with me. Oh, wait, we were supposed to go back to 221B. I just really wanted to... Oh, you. Hey. 1st November, British Supreme Court, Lord Chief Justice's office.
Here's the final draft of the opening address for tomorrow's proceedings. I've supplemented your original with the figures you asked for from the yard. Oh, I see. Excellent work. Thank you. You're welcome, my lord.
What's Lord Van Zeek's doing here?
My, there seems to be an awful lot of tension in the air, wouldn't you say?
They're talking about why did you appoint the son of my brother's murderer to be my apprentice?
This place is stifling enough as it is. We really don't need any more tension.
My apologies, I didn't notice you come in. Your small stature and dark dress make you all but invisible to me.
Oh, no, it's entirely my fault for wearing black, I'm sure.
From now on, you must dress in white from head to toe whenever you come here. Like Kazuma-sama.
Now then, Mr. Naruto.
Yes, my lord. I'm right here.
Kill me now.
Is something wrong? Perhaps it's a little too hot in here for you.
He's so snarky in his brain. Oh, no, not at all. I mean, I've never experienced a room at such a perfect temperature.
If you're sure, the beads of sweat carving their way down your face seem to suggest otherwise.
Because of the daggers you're staring at me with, mainly.
As you're no doubt aware, my International Forensic Science Symposium begins tomorrow. In fact, your father arrived in London earlier today, I hear, madam.
Oh, yes, that's right, my lord. He's extremely honored to have been invited.
I'll leave the remaining preparations for the meeting room in your capable hands, then, Lord Van Zeeks. I will attend at once.
The way his eyes just like slid over. Oh, okay. Just a glare then.
He gave you a very cold stare as he left, didn't he?
I know, but I haven't done anything. Have I?
These past few days, my feet have barely touched the ground, I must say. My dedicated right hand of many years was recently put out of action in spectacular fashion.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is your left hand still of service?
Mr. Naruhodo, he's talking about Dr. Scythe.
Of course.
Ryu!
I'm terribly sorry about that. I was just...
Fear not. You've done nothing wrong. Dr. Scythe's own wrongdoing precipitated the situation. You needn't concern yourself with it any further.
That would be a lot easier to do if it weren't for the piercing stare you're giving me.
Lord Van Zeeks is doing an admirable job of holding the fort. Though disturbingly, his apprentice has been missing since yesterday.
Shut up, Clapping. Shut up. I want to hear this. Oh my fucking god, it's not about you!
Oh, missing?
What's become of Kazuma-sama now?
Not long ago, visitor numbers to the Great Exhibition exceeded 30 million.
30 million? Are there even that many people in the world?
As a comparison, Mr. Naruhodo, the population of the imperial capital Tokyo is 2 million.
I will be opening the International Forensic Science Symposium in the exhibition's main auditorium. This event has been 2 years in the making. 2 years of preparations and negotiations with other countries.
He got lost on the way to the McDonald's to get a McFlurry. Okay.
Phew. It sounds like a tremendous achievement. Congratulations.
The 20th century will see the wholesale adoption of forensic investigation techniques. And cooperation between policing organizations around the globe will be essential. Which is why this landmark first symposium had to be hosted here at the heart of our great British Empire, in order that Scotland Yard can become the leading investigative organization in the New World.
He's the same as ever, I see. That passion of his is quite something.
You're every bit as passionate in your own way, I'm sure, Mr. Naruhodo.
I'm the only person in this country who truly cares about a future that embraces forensic science. It was my intention to become Her Majesty's Attorney General and reform the Yard from the ground up. So the disgrace of the forensic investigation team has been a bitter blow to my ambitions. I first established the forensic investigation team a year ago, experimentally to start with. With Dr. Scythe at the helm, it was steadily accruing an impressive record of achievement.
Are we just never gonna see Scythe again? I wanted to see her more.
I was on the verge of changing its name and elevating its status to a full-blown forensic investigation department.
And can you not do that now?
Obviously. Nobody wants to hear anything about it at the moment. Even I can't keep this story out of the papers. 6 million Londoners will be cursing forensic science now. This incident will set back our country's advancement in the field by a good 10 years, I'd say.
Unintended repercussions of our trial.
We simply couldn't have overlooked what had happened, though.
Of course not. We should all be grateful to you both. Anyway, I'll still reform this country's policing when I become Attorney General. This might delay my plans, but it won't alter them. Nothing will stand in my way.
Finally.
About Lord Van Zieks' apprentice.
Ah, yes. That came as a surprise to me, I must say, that you and he are old friends.
You fucking lying. You're a liar.
How did he become an apprentice to Lord Van Zieks in the first place?
It came about 3 months ago. An unidentified Asian man was apprehended by border police. They found him hiding aboard a large goods vessel.
Oh my! So he stowed away to get here!
He had no papers to identify him, no passport, and he was suffering from amnesia too. Other than the fact he was clearly of Eastern descent, there were no clues as to who he was. So I decided to assign him to Lord Van Zieks because I thought it'd be funny. That way I could keep an eye on him.
But then, why the mask?
I didn't want to burden Lord Van Zieks with tiresome explanations about why he had an Eastern apprentice. Literally, I hid him from being Asian so he wouldn't fucking complain to me.
Because it would be so much easier to explain why he was wearing a mask?
Obviously, he didn't ask. He's proving to be a great help to Lord Van Zieks. I have high hopes for his future.
So, like, okay, because he went missing in Hong Kong. So, was he, like, somehow, how long? Okay, it took them another, like month or so, little over a month, to actually get to London from after Asogi died. And so was he just, like, passed out that entire time? And then, but that's, like, being passed out that's a coma. That's a coma. So, like, but the fact that he just, like, turned up at the border, unless he's lying. But, like, they couldn't find his body, and he, like, just turned up at the border. It's, like, leads me to believe that he just woke up at some point and then, like, didn't know where he was, so he just hid. Very interesting. Very interesting.
By the way, do you know where he's gone?
No idea, but I believe he's left London for the time being.
Oh,
I take it you also didn't know that the man's father was one of our country's most infamous criminals. I mean,
Genshin Asogi.
Not a single working McFlurry machine in London. Certainly not.
What we learned from that trial 8 days ago was a huge shock. Finding out my friend's father was...
Hold on, Can you hear that?
Can I hear what?
Someone's like playing like music with really loud bass, and I can hear it through my headphones and feel it through the floor. Anyways.
yes, Genshin Asogi. The professor case 10 years ago caused a great stir here in Britain.
they were such awful murders. And unprecedented. Using a ferocious dog as a murder weapon.
And no one would have believed the culprit was a foreign student invited to study here by the government. So the true identity of the killer couldn't be made public then, and can't be made public now.
The real Sirandogan ancestor.
Nobody in your country knows it was him, and neither do the citizens of London.
The main motivation was to avoid aggravating relations between our two nations at the time, I understand.
Correct. However, it has to be noted that there were some supporters of the professor's apparent cause.
What? Supporters of a mass murderer?
The majority of the man's victims were a blot on the aristocracy of the day.
Clint Van Zeke's shithead?
Somewhat ironically, their deaths actually benefited society as a whole. Or so a few fair thinkers in London believed anyway.
Right. I see. But it was still murder, wasn't it?
It seems very similar, doesn't it? To the idea of the Reaper of the Bailey.
She's put together your little clues, Strongheart. You can't fool Miss Sasato. Her potions are too strong for you.
Oh, you're just not gonna say anything about that. All right, I guess we'll examine things in his office or move. What was that? What can't I just say things? Why must everything I say have to need a reason? First ever Shabs sweet. Is this the little German boy? Oh wait, oh, his mask is on the table. There's a McFlurry machine in 221B. What was that?
A man screaming! In a most unflattering way.
Do you think... Could it have been Mr. Sholmes?
Oh my, I do hope not.
Oh, it's a different... okay, which one would you like to be here? Which one do you think?
It doesn't matter to me.
Okay, well, I'll be the little child.
I don't do it anymore!
Mon ami. Stop this disgraceful display, huh?
Who are these people? Look at their hair. It's bright red.
I think they must be clients of Mr. Sholmes.
It's Tony and TGS2. Oh, Gina!
Right, you two. You're coming with me now. Down to the clink. No! Not in prison! It is dark and damp and I don't like it!
Oh, the darkness, it is my friend. I am not scared.
Please check their bios when you get a chance, okay?
But you are always scared of the dark.
Shut your mouth, you idiot. I will sit quietly in the dark and plan our next dying heist.
I don't like this. I don't like it.
Well, tough. We'll finish down at the yard. Now get moving.
Bye then, Ginny. Have fun.
Ah, yeah. Thanks, Iris. And thanks, you great detective. Sharms? Where is he? Okay.
Gina makes a fine detective herself, doesn't she? Oh, Susie! Andrudo!
Hello, Iris.
Well, did you find your daddy? Yes, we arrived at the hotel before he and his friend. Oh, just before he and his friend. Oh, well that's great news. I hope I'll get to see my daddy again soon. Ah, yes, of course.
Dr. John H. Wilson.
So, Iris, all that remains now is that greatest of problems known to man.
I'm looking at the mask on the table. What happened to you?
But before we concern ourselves with that, I believe some tea's in order, don't you, my dear fellows?
What happened to you? What happened? Ketchup hair.
Is something wrong, Mr. Naruhodo? Do I have a crumb of such like on my face?
Not so much on your face as on your head, I'd say.
Come along then, everyone. I've brewed a lovely special blend. Time for tea.
This actually really isn't funny. A Sholmes with red hair is a sign that it's in extreme distress.
Whatever is going on in here today?
In that case, let us sit and drink now. For I am, in fact, expecting a guest later today.
Mr. Asogi?
Mr. Sholmes, who were the two gentlemen that were here before?
Wait, man, jump scare.
Oh, just a pair of petty criminals, nothing of significance. Of course, they have to make a living somehow.
Oh, right, I should probably investigate them. That's right.
And when the mood takes me, I'm willing to turn a blind eye to all matter of infractions.
When the mood takes you?
All manner of infractions?
But when such fellows set their sights on Mr. Herlock Sholmes, well, that's when their luck runs out.
Oh my! You were the target of a crime, Mr. Sholmes?
But I quickly devised a plan to entrap them and deliver them to our young detective ally.
You should have asked Craigsy to come too. We could have had an arresting tea party.
I did send word, but no answer was forthcoming. The man is consummately in the wrong place at the wrong time. There's a word for it, I'm sure. Aha! I have it. A bungler, that's the word.
Bungler. It's a good job he's not here to hear you say that. So those redheads had been up to no good?
I wonder what the men did.
Okay, sorry. The lie you told. Let's get into that, but I do want to examine this mask here.
The mask Cosima wore when he was The mask Cosima wore when he was assigned to Lord Van Zeeks as his apprentice. But when he cast it aside after the trial the other day, I just sort of picked it up.
We ought to give it back to him, I suppose.
But he has his memory back now, doesn't he? And I can't help feeling he might turn around and tell me coldly to wear it myself.
But isn't he your best friend?
They're funny. Oh, sorry, 1 second. I was gonna check their profiles. I don't have their profiles. Go to friends and ask vibes. Exactly.
What was that about the greatest problems known to man that you mentioned before?
Is it another fiendishly intricate case, Mr. Sholmes?
How should I best explain it? Are you aware of the theory of evolution by natural selection, perchance?
I haven't heard this song in so long.
Well, I
I think I've heard talk of it somewhere.
possibly. Wasn't who was it? Was it Darwin in the last news? There was a little section in the newspaper before that was like I can't remember if it was Darwin or not. That received like an award, whatever. Yeah, okay, Darwin.
It's a revolutionary scientific theory that was newly proposed 40 years ago now. According to its author, Mr. Darwin, we humans were once apes who lived in the treetops.
Wait, what? We were apes?
Indeed, and from the very moment those apes descended from the canopy to live as humans, it has been our lot to be at the mercy of the greatest problem known to man.
Our lot? What is this great problem, Mr. Sholmes?
Why, is it not obvious, my dear madam? The problem of rent.
So true! So true, Mr. Sholmes.
But did you not receive a rather large sum of money from Madame Chuspel's only the other day?
He spent it all on pie!
Cha, a large sum. One potted herb for Iris and a new motor car for me later, and all of it has quite disappeared, I assure you.
You got her a plant, you got yourself a car.
Honestly, honey, you know you squandered it.
Yes, well, anyway, 2 days ago,
He shouldn't have bought so much avocado toast.
I discovered the answer to man's greatest problem, for the coming month, at least.
And what was the answer?
Why, there's a substantial clue before your very eyes.
Don't tell me. Let me see.
Humans are sorry creatures, unable to see what is in front of their noses. Let me give you some assistance. Don't look, but observe me very closely. There is one particular feature about my person that has changed. You should notice it in the end, I think.
In the end?
It's been stabbing me in both eyes right from the very beginning of our conversation.
I think we might need another clue before we uncover the full answer, Mr. Naruhodo.
Thanks for the hint. I'll be tearing my hair out if this charade goes on much longer.
The lie you told, the lie you told, the lie you told to me.
Mr. Sholmes, isn't it about time you told us the truth? Hydration. Just over a week ago, you said to us,
I will now tell you something of the first importance, my dear fellow. Great detectives are wont to lie. It will serve you well to remember that.
that case aboard the SS Borea in January. Kazuma wasn't killed, and you knew he wasn't dead at the time. So what was really going on?
The fellow was unconscious for a very long time.
Quite a long time.
If he hadn't regained consciousness when he did, his life would have been in mortal peril. Of course, the side effect of the prolonged comatose state was amnesia, as you know now. It was a simple enough task to silence the crew.
But how?
After they'd carried him out of the cabin, I assembled them in the lobby area. Then I made them swear to leave him unconscious and have him unlaid from the ship in Hong Kong as a murdered corpse.
Oh, how horrible.
It was necessary to find some material with which to persuade the crewmen to keep their word, of course.
But why? Why do it in the first place?
I will be at liberty to elaborate in due course.
I'm fine.
But for the time being, I would like to reassure you. I didn't foresee subsequent events.
What events? Ruined the focus on my camera.
His disappearance in Hong Kong.
Oh,
I believe I have made a gross error of judgment.
Mr. Sholmes? And I don't get any more, no more dialogue oh my god.
We have to.
We have to find whatever fucking clue is in here, huh? Is it the portrait? I feel like it's gonna be the portrait. Like he did drag or something.
I do like this fireplace. It's one of the best things I've seen since we arrived in the country, in fact. Although, I do yearn for a Japanese kotatsu. Putting your legs under a warm, blanketed table is so comforting.
do be careful, Mr. Naruhodo. Don't mistakenly put your feet into the fire, will you? You'd suffer terrible burns, you know.
I worry sometimes about how Sato-san sees me.
Okay. Oops. All right. What's the... I mean, is it gonna be in the chest? It is literally just like a search and find, figure out whatever thing he wants us to investigate, right? Nothing's really standing out.
You know that episode of SpongeBob where Patrick gets hired at the Krusty Krab and or like he's like, I'm not good at anything, and then SpongeBob tries to teach him how to like open a jar, and he goes, the lid,
Right.
the lid.
That's what you're doing in your head right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm guessing it's the newspaper.
This looks like last week's edition.
What's that article circled in red ink there?
It's in an advertisement column. It says... To the Red-Headed League.
The Red-Headed League? What's that?
I don't know. I've never heard of it before, but...
Oh, the way she just was like...
Is something on my face?
Clearly, this has something to do with that lively hair. Okay.
Alright, let's present it to him.
It looks as though someone circled an advertisement in this paper, Mr. Sholmes.
To the Red-Headed League? Does that strike you in some way?
I was thinking that just maybe it might be related. Maybe, possibly, to your bright red hair.
You think you're so fucking clever. You had Iris dye it for you. You had Iris sit you down in the tub and bleach your hair. Well, you didn't even need to bleach it because you're already blonde. So you just had Iris put red dye in your hair.
So at least you've learned to apply my methods, Mr. Naruto.
Sorry?
In the first instance, and quite indispensable observation.
Believe me, I could have seen that hair with my eyes shut.
So then, allow me to regale you with the details of my latest exploits.
Regale or boast?
I just can't stop fucking staring at it. It's so red. It's so red. And the eyebrows, too.
So, what is this Red-Headed League? So, what is... Sorry. So, what is the Red-Headed League, which seems to be the subject of the advertisement you've circled?
You noticed it in the paper, then? That, my dear fellow, was going to be the source of this month's rent payment.
It was? How?
According to the advertisement, the Red-Headed League is a distinguished institution of fellows of unspecified governance. In fact, only one condition for becoming a member, or the only condition for becoming a member, is having red hair.
That doesn't entirely surprise me.
But listen to what the lucky redheads receive once they join. An unconditional salary of £4 a week. Oh my! £4 a week?
But why? What are they paying people for?
That I don't know. No details are given in the advertisement.
But surely every red-headed person in the country would be flocking to join in that case. You're right, Susie. There's no time to lose. I'll put in my application at once.
Oh, you know what he can do? You know what her luck can do now? He can, with enough shampoos and with enough, times through the whatever shower, it'll fade and he'll have pink hair so that he can have pink hair with Iris, and he'll be like, yes, we're biologically related.
So will I, just on the off chance.
That might be stretching a point, I think.
The trouble is...
Sorry.
The trouble is, they have a fixed number of members, you see.
Oh, I see. So once a certain number of people have joined, no one else can.
But as luck would have it, one member recently passed away.
It wasn't particularly lucky for the redhead in question, I feel, Mr. Sholmes.
So you decided to try to join in his place?
Correct. I mean, look at me. Have you ever seen such a red-headed fellow?
No.
So why? Why did it have to go so wrong?
What on earth happened?
A blunder, Mr. Naruhodo, though it pains me to admit it.
What did you actually do to your hair, Mr. Sholmes?
I'm glad you asked, Mr. Sato. What you see atop my head is neither dyed nor a hairpiece.
Have you been eating like flamingos? He's been eating shrimp, but he ate so many of them that it went bright red instead of just pink.
I changed the color of my hair overnight. By the wonders of chemistry.
Chemistry?
I was conducting some research into a method of rejuvenating spent tea leaves. And in the course of my work, I stumbled upon a potion that, when taken, turns one's hair in... Wait. And in the course of my work, I stumbled upon a potion that, when taken, turned one's hair a flame-like red.
He's been eating out of you shrimp.
Would you like to try it? It will make every hair on your body perfectly crimson.
I think I'll pass.
But, Mr. Sholmes, is it quite safe to drink? Surely it's bad for you, isn't it?
Amateurs are always hampered by such fears.
Now we know where shrimp sogi is.
Oh, I should never have doubted you, Mr. Sholmes. You mean to say...
But of course. To earn 4 pounds per week, one must be prepared to turn a blind eye to a little danger.
That degree of red signals more than just a little danger, surely.
So anyway, Harley left full of confidence yesterday with his new red hair. For the park on Lime Street where the Red-Headed League were interviewing prospective new members.
Oh, Iris, I'm so sorry. Your voice never works. So what went wrong?
The whole park was choked with red-headed folk like a coast's orange barrow. I queued for 8 hours solid before at last I reached the front. But when the panel of interviewers saw me, they immediately said, "Ah, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, are you in disguise to conduct an investigation?" So naturally, I had no choice but to reply, "Shh, don't give me away." After which I could do little else but turn and leave. Then this morning, when I looked in the mirror, irritation stirred within me. So I turned that hair in to the police.
Oh dear, what a disaster for Harley and those two redheads.
Aha! Here's my guest now, my latest client with money to spend.
Ooh, I do hope it's an exciting case, Harley.
Remember, Iris, we are at present gripped by the greatest problem known to man. I must be willing to accept any case, no matter how unstimulating, save locating a runaway, of course. Fuck.
Don't spare anyone's feelings, will you?
Oh dear, I'm afraid that Hurley can lack a little tact, especially just before the rent is due.
Oh, her!
Mr. Sholmes.
Oh, Mr. Herlock. I don't know why I said Sholmes.
Mr. Sholmes. Mr. Herlock Sholmes. Oh, please. Oh, please.
Please find my husband. He's run away. Juror number 2.
To upset me?
I beg your pardon.
Never mind. A personal matter. My apologies. What exactly are you trying to say, Mr. Naruhodo?
I didn't say a word.
Come, my dear madam, be seated. Iris, some tea, if you please.
Of course.
What's the matter, Mrs. Sato?
Oh, it's just that gentlewoman. I feel sure I've seen her somewhere before. Very recently.
Yes, now you come to mention it, we talked about Ben Barrow for a couple hours after the trial. Yeah.
As I explained earlier, my name is Evie Vitchell. I implore you to take the case, sir. Money is no object. Simply name your figure.
Money and wealth are of little consequence to me, madam. Being offered a case itself is reward enough.
Oh, Mr. Sholmes, you are the picture of benevolence.
I will of course make a mental note of your offer, however, for contingent reasons. I trust you will remember your words also.
If I might inquire, sir. This gentleman and lady would be...
Oh, me?
What I am about to tell you, I should like to communicate in the strictest confidence, you understand.
These are my friends. I assure you, you may say before this pair anything which you may say to me.
Ah, I see.
I can vouch for the gentleman personally. After all, he's hard of hearing.
Yeah, I should like to communicate in the strictest confidence, and Rhea's just like leans in.
Why did I ever get my hopes up? Forgive me for asking, Mrs. Vigil, but have we met somewhere before? Quite recently, perhaps?
Oh, my!
Phew, my dear fellow, what is your intention? Clearly you have no ability to differentiate the facial features of the English. White people all look the same.
You all look the same to me.
If you wish to invite the lady to tea, you must do so in a more gentlemanly fashion.
Is it possible that you're the nice young lawyer from the trial I attended last week?
Ah, I knew I recognized her.
To have a man's fate in the palm of one's hand. Oh gosh, oh golly, it sends shivers down my spine.
Ma'am, your husband ran away, but I wouldn't.
I didn't quite recognize her because she's acting so differently now.
It must be very difficult for you as a lawyer, being hard of hearing, I mean.
Pardon?
Oh dear, I'm so sorry. Don't worry if you can't hear. It was frippery, really, nothing more.
Oh, look what you've started, Mr. Sholmes. Thank you very much.
Night, Luca.
I believe it would be prudent for you to sit quietly in the corner.
Yes.
quietly, not hearing anything.
Tell us about your husband, madam.
Mr. Vigil, my daily, is 40 years of age. I have a photograph here.
An entirely unremarkable gentleman, by appearance at least. How long have you been married?
It will be 15 years this year.
If Ryu was smarter, he would be pretending he doesn't understand English so he can get more gossip. True, exactly.
We have a cordial relationship, and my husband's income is more than adequate, so we live quite comfortably.
As it would appear, I need only look at you to know these things.
Oh, gosh!
Your dress is the latest style, your hat clearly regularly groomed, and your eyes are animated. You can't plug your phone charger into the wall, so you must be an alcoholic. In short, you have no inkling as to why your husband might have disappeared, correct?
Actually, it was just dark, and I was just trying to plug it in before I went to sleep. That's right. He's a kind man with a strong sense of loyalty, and he rather dotes on me.
Which would point to the possibility that he has become embroiled in some incident or other.
Oh, that is exactly what I fear must have happened, Mr. Sholmes. I'm quite beside myself. My husband's employment is somewhat unusual, you see. What if he's incurred some miscreant's ill will?
What exactly is your husband's line of work?
He's a warder at the prison.
A guard? That is somewhat unusual.
So, your husband is a prison warder?
That's right, yes. Well, in actual fact, he's the chief warder.
Indeed. I see. Well, chief prison warder is something of a specialist occupation.
Yes, it does indeed. My poor husband must prepare those dreadful punishments and see that they're carried out.
Dreadful punishments? Does she mean capital punishment?
Oh, is he? Oh, has he gone missing because he knows the face of Genshin Asogi? Wait a minute. Hold on. Sorry. We found out his name was Genshin, so that means Kei Asogi is Kazuma. Why is his name on the fucking? Okay, whatever.
And at such times, he must occasionally spend a night or two in the prison dormitory. But for that extra responsibility, he is
remunerated. Isn't it remunerated? Or is that a different word?
He is remunerated more handsomely than the other warders. Of course, we make no mention of my husband's work to the neighbors.
Yes, I believe your prudence is justified. And tell me, at what prison is your husband engaged?
Barclay Prison, Mr. Sholmes.
Really? Barclay? Oh, a fine establishment. If I'm not mistaken, there's a large cemetery just behind it.
Yes, that's correct. Lowgate Cemetery.
So he does know. Yep, he knows.
No. Lowgate Cemetery? The very place we were discussing in court. That's unbelievable.
Giro Yuna, thank you for following. Welcome. Enjoy yourself.
Unbelievable, my dear fellow, and yet undeniable.
Sorry, Mr. Sholmes. I'm afraid you've lost me.
Pay no heed, madam, pay no heed. A private matter.
This can't really be a coincidence, can it?
So, to the matter of your husband's disappearance, when did you realize he was missing?
Please try not to laugh. It was yesterday.
I'm sorry, yesterday?
That really is recent. Laughably so.
The truth is, my husband does at times have occasion to spend the night away for his work. It's not at all out of the ordinary. It's not at all out of the ordinary for him not to return home at night. But this is different. For him not to make any contact for a whole day. That has certainly never happened before. Oh, my dear Daly, whatever can have happened?
My dear Mrs. Vigil, please, calm yourself. Now then, have you contacted the police?
Why, naturally. But sadly, they refuse to listen to my plea, as my husband has only been missing for one day. I was asked to wait patiently at home.
In truth, Mrs. Vigil, I concur with the police. However, let us not be hasty.
However, I still have rent to pay.
I see no reason why we should not engage my deductive powers to track your husband down anyway.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Sholmes.
And furthermore, let me assure you, a chance to solve the greatest problem known to man for another month has no bearing on my decision. I seek only to put a sweet smile on another Londoner's face. That's really all there is to it.
You have my eternal gratitude. I shall pay any sum you care to mention.
You seek only to put this sweet's rent in your landlady's purse. That's all there is to it.
Thank you for everything you have shared with us, Mrs. Vigil. I believe I have all the information I need to begin my investigation.
Oh, please report to me with good news, sir.
Fear not, madam. In a day or two, I shall be contacting you with a heartening report, I'm quite sure.
So soon? Oh, how splendid, Mr. Sholmes.
Good news should be delivered early, I would say. If you would be so kind as to leave the photograph of your husband in my possession.
Alright.
Thank you. Now, allow me to show you the door.
I can't thank you enough, Mr. Sholmes. You've been simply marvelous.
JFK on the moon. Thanks for following. Welcome from the moon.
You know, I think it every time, honey. But how do you come up with such nonsense? Good news in a day or two? Are you sure?
I can't be sure, of course, but then I didn't swear on it. I merely gave the good woman some hope. I hope to be able to give us a good news, one might say. After all, the rent must be paid by the end of the day, by end of day tomorrow. If by that time I've successfully located Mr. Vigil, we shall be mutually relieved. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Naruhodo?
Don't look at me with those pleading eyes.
Well, my dear fellow, did you hear the details of the case?
Yes, my hearing is surprisingly good, actually.
Excellent. And what did you make of it?
Well, I was surprised to learn where her husband worked. At Barclay Prison, I mean.
Oh, so you noted that.
Of course, especially with the mention of Lowgate Cemetery.
Lowgate Cemetery is at the rear of Barclay Prison. So it was renowned among us students at the university for being haunted by the ghosts of condemned convicts.
They didn't let his theme play enough. Can I just say? It fucked so hard.
Barclay Prison is where that notorious man was incarcerated.
The professor.
And now a warder from the prison has mysteriously disappeared, it would seem.
It's all very peculiar.
Indeed. But nothing you can't handle, I'm quite certain, Mr. Naruto.
Sorry?
Run along to the prison and see what you can glean. Would you? It's the prison governor you want. No doubt the man is equally worried.
But aren't you going to go yourself? He's like, no, I can't go out with this hair.
Surely you needn't ask. I can't possibly be seen out with this hair.
But didn't you go to Lime Street with that hair?
That was quite different. That was a quite different matter. So, I'll leave it in your capable hands. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm rather busy.
God, now I'm Shom's kin. Of course you are. All right. Let's go. You know what? I bet we're gonna see Asogi here, because he's probably trying to find information on his father. I can't believe you know Asogi was alive and kept it from Ryu, Tony. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had the whole Juliet theory and I didn't tell him. Barclay Prison is on the outskirts of London, backing onto a lonely burial ground. Its 4 high outer walls loomed quietly before us in the fog. Having requested a meeting, we were shown to the governor's office in the watchtower. No, guys, the scene will have Asogi in it. I swear it this time. Oh, please. Please let me be right about this prediction. That bird is in too small a cage. That's so sad. 1st November, Barclay Prison, governor's office. Hello?
Do you know how to do a Scottish accent?
Kinda, yeah. Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, because every time I try, I turn Canadian.
Oh, okay. This place is full of hardened criminals. I can't remember the last time a civilian was down here. And you didn't want to talk to an inmate, but to me? If you had a chance to change your fate, would you? Do you ken who I am? I'm the governor, Barry Caden. Oh, yes. It's a pleasure. I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo, defense lawyer. And an Easterner, I see. Does that mean... Yes, I'm a visiting student of law from the Empire of Japan. Japan? Did you say Japan? Yes? Well, there's no... Well, there's no any of your kind in here, laddie. Maybe you should try the prison next door, eh? Yeah, well, you know, Abby. You know.
Yeah, you do. You hit very good.
Oh, thank you. Sometimes, though, it, gets a little jumbled in my mouth
but like I just have to warm up into it.
That's just the way things are. And like I said, because like when I was playing this case by myself, I was like, I kept trying to do it, and I would start off really well, and then I immediately just turned Canadian, like the stereotypical like
the Eastern Canada.
Like,
Yeah. It's so funny. Like, I had a friend like a little while ago who told me that I had a Canadian accent. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? She was like, you totally say a boot. I'm like, I fucking don't. What?
I don't think I've ever heard you say a boot.
I say about. I say about. And she was like, you say a boot. You say a boot. I don't know. It was just such a fucking, it was such a weird energy because she was like insisting. I'm like, no one else on this call is agreeing with you. What are you fucking talking about?
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, I would say that I have like no accent. Like to me, I have no accent at all. I
don't hear any accent, no.
Yeah, I'm accentless. So, whatever.
I didn't notice another prison next door, sir.
Anyway, we came here to ask you some questions about... I didn't like to be so direct, but... I've no intention of speaking with the likes of you suspicious-looking Easterners.
Am I Scottish? No. Are you talking to someone else in the chat? I'm not Scottish. I don't know. I'm not caught up on chat.
Now get out my hair. So, as soon as he finds out that we're from Japan, he acts like this.
Hey, Vonnie. My brother. I'd like someone to explain to me why the most lethal clock ever made exists within this room. We're in a prison warden's office, and the oh shit doesn't exist. Where people are also executed at this prison. So
that surely means...
I think it's because of the professor case.
You think so too? 10 years ago, Genshin Asogi, also known as the Professor, was incarcerated at this prison. And then, after his execution, he apparently re-emerged from his grave in the cemetery behind the prison. Ah, I might have known! You're sniffing around about that case, aren't you? Your agents, eh? Part of the Professor's great web, no doubt. No, not at all. Just get gone with ya before I punch your lights out.
I like this guy.
I also like him. Oh, we're going. Also, his web? Was Asogi's father Moriarty in this? So Moriarty's known for spinning a web. I'm desperately trying to find all the Shrooms characters.
Clearly, the ghost of that killer still haunts this place. We're not gonna get anywhere here. Unless we can somehow prove to this man that there's nothing suspicious about us.
Governor Caden?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Moriarty is... That's what I was saying like a couple weeks ago. Like, Moriarty is like Professor Moriarty. He's the professor. He's spinning a web. It's like... It's probably Moriarty.
What are you thinking, Miss Sasato?
I feel sure that name came up in conversation recently somewhere. I was wondering if whoever mentioned him might have some ideas to help us.
Oh, shit. Actually, wait. It was, Seishiro, right? It was either Seishiro or Mikotoba.
Come to think of it, I have the same feeling.
Oh, sorry.
As I said, get out!
Sorry, I forgot. I'm sorry, I forgot. Sorry, I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Daddy?
That's Professor Mikotoba over there.
Hello, you two. I was just taking a moment to catch up on the world now that I'm unpacked.
But where's Judge Jikoku?
Yes, he's not the relaxing sort. He's taken himself off to pay his respects to all the legal bigwigs.
Having only just arrived in the country today? Goodness, he is full of energy.
Professor, you mentioned something before. About how you'd known the prison governor at Barclay Prison.
Oh, Governor Caden, you mean?
So it is the same man.
Father? When can I go off and be on my own? Whenever I hear father, I just think about that.
We must speak with the governor. But he refused to talk to us. He said we were suspicious Easterners.
Well, I'm sure if I accompanied you, it would be a very different story.
Oh, would you? That would be wonderful, if you have time now.
Sadly, as you can see, I'm very busy at the moment.
Busy drinking coffee on a comfortable settee?
Now, I have a rather lot to prepare for tomorrow, you know.
Oh, sorry. I didn't say that out loud, did I?
The Mikotobas can just all read minds. Susato's done it a few times in the past couple cases.
I continue my Ryukinius. You Mikotobas are alarmingly good at reading people's thoughts.
Or it could be that you Naruhodos are alarmingly bad at hiding your thoughts.
Let's not fall out now. I have an idea.
What's he writing on that piece of paper?
Here's a letter of introduction for you. Hopefully when he sees my name, he'll change his tune.
Ah, thank you.
Good luck then.
Okay, bye, Daddy.
Hello, Ari.
If you'd just cast your eyes over this, Governor Caden. What's this then? You can't pull the wool over my eyes, you good-for-nothing Japanese student. Mikotoba? Young
Jock? 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 Hang on! What sports was he playing? What kind of ball? What kind of ball was life? Dad, what kind of ball was life for you? Football? Baseball? Basketball? Now I need to know what kind of ball was life. For Professor Eugene Mikotoba. Was he a Chad who fucked?
I mean, clearly.
Clearly.
Did you even have to ask?
I mean, it's Susato. She exists. That young jock from the forensics laboratory? That Mikotoba?
Oh, he probably did martial arts, so true. Yes, exactly. Him. Yes, this has got to be so much fun for Susato. She's just doing the equivalent of talking to all her dad's college friends and getting stories about him. Yeah.
Oh dear, perhaps I should have said something sooner. I'm Yujin Mikotoba's daughter, Susato.
Jings? Jings! You're the young man's daughter! And you didn't think to mention that afore? Now I have the base.
I do apologize.
You should be Kotabalin. Aye, well, you'd best take a seat then. Can I offer you a cup of tea, perhaps? And didn't forget to try one of these wee handcuff biscuits. That's so cute. Your father's influence is nothing short of amazing.
I'm bitterly regretting not announcing who I was from the outset now.
Jock is apparently Scottish/Irish slang for an innocent lad, country boy. Oh, I see. Okay. I got really excited. That ball was life for Professor Mikoto Ballin.
So then, what can I do you for then? What can I do you for, Anne?
Well, we are currently investigating a case.
It's one of your warders, you see. He's gone missing. Missing?
That's right. It's surely been reported to you as well, being the prison governor.
I haven't heard of nothing of the sort. There's no missing persons in my prison.
Oh!
But how can that be?
It's Mr. Daily Vigil, your chief warder.
Eh? Vigil? That's right. His wife came to us and asked us to investigate his disappearance. Let's skip the part about him only going missing yesterday for now. Clearly that means something to him.
Would you be so kind as to tell us what you know, sir?
Aye, of course. All right. We understand that Mr. Vigil is the chief warder here at the prison. Aye, that he was. Strong sense of responsibility and dedication to the job, no doubt about it. He was a fine warder. Sorry, did you say was? Aye. He doesn't work here no more. He left the job.
Oh my!
Yeah, yeah, okay. That one time I said about.
When was this exactly? There's a question. When was it about? It can't have been much less than 10 years ago now.
What?
10 years ago? He stopped working here 10 years ago?
Aye, as I mind it. Gee ken, I haven't heard the fella's name in all that time. That's a worry if he's gone missing, though.
But Mrs. Vigil made no mention of it.
I think perhaps, Mr. Naruhodo, that his wife simply doesn't know. I think she's unaware that he no longer works here.
Governor Caden, can you tell us what happened?
He was probably really scared about the guy coming back to life thing, so he probably quit.
Why did Mr. Vigil give up his job here? That's important, is it? Yes, I believe it may be.
What are you thinking, Mr. Naruhodo?
I can't help wondering, given that it was 10 years ago. Which was exactly when the professor was being held at this prison.
So, Mr. Vigil actually resigned from the position of chief warder 10 years ago, you're telling us? What happened to make him leave the job?
An actual fact, he didn't leave the job willingly. He had no choice in the matter.
You mean he was dismissed?
It was After a particular walk. Sorry? A walk? I bet the scar on the back of his head is gonna mean something. Aye, that's our word for it in here. A walk to the gallows. An execution. It's the job of the chief warder to prepare the gallows tree and oversee any executions, you see. Only, Vigil did something unthinkable on that last walk he was manning.
What did he do?
I'm sorry, but I can't reveal that information. Why?
Would you tell Professor Mikotoba?
But I can tell you it's very, very rare for a chief warder to be relieved of his post. But why wouldn't Mrs. Vigil know about it? She appears to be under the impression that her husband still works here. I wouldn't ken anything about that, I'm afraid.
Can you perhaps answer one more question about the circumstances of his dismissal?
And what would that be, Hen?
That last execution that Mr. Vigil was responsible for overseeing. Was it, by any chance, the professor's?
My thoughts exactly. I'm sorry, I really am. But I'm not at liberty to answer that.
I see.
Then it probably was, in that case.
My father came to Britain all those years ago in order to study forensic medicine. But you seem to have been well acquainted.
The dead room, the prison, and the cemetery have a lot to do with one another. After all, they need fresh corpses for forensic research. Do you ken? Yes, I can imagine.
The advancement of medical science isn't always particularly palatable.
Your father worked in the laboratory just on the far side of the graveyard. On the basement of St. Sinner's. That's still in use today. St. Sinner's? That's come up before, I'm sure.
That's the hospital everybody goes to in this game, Ryu.
Yes, that's right. We've been there.
Mikotoba and I often used to ride in the carriage together and negotiate terms.
For more fresh material, I suppose.
Aye, and we used to sit in here for hours and gab on about dissection and all sorts. Oh, takes me back. Over a pot of tea and a plate of cuff biscuits, of course.
How charming.
He was a good fella, your father. Reliable and dead set on his work. But I'm afraid I'll never understand you Japanese. Because of Genshin Asogi, I suppose. Well, I can't tell you anything else.
Thank you so much for your time, Governor.
Ah, one moment before you're away in. I'm sure I have it in here somewhere. Ah, found it. Here, take this as a wee souvenir of your visit to the prison.
What is it?
That's Vigil's dismissal notice. That's 10 years old now, of course.
Oh my! Are you sure?
Aye, that's no trouble at all. It's not the original, mind. Thank you very much, Governor Caden. Well, in return...
He's built like the IKEA Dunkelskog bear. He is.
Do me a favor and never come back here. That case is closed.
Well, I think we ought to return to Baker Street for the time being. Ow.
Yes, I agree. We need to report back to Mr. Sholmes with what we've found out about Mr. Vigil.
Hi, Cotton. Welcome.
What will he tell Mrs. Vigil, I wonder?
Cotton, you missed Sholmes with red hair. I did not know what to think. Certainly didn't know what to think. First November. Sholmes is sweet. We're back!
Hey, you two! I thought you'd be back before long, so I baked some scones for us all.
Ah, so that's the... Why?!
Greetings, my dear fellows.
I almost caught you with one of my famous right hooks!
You've returned a good deal sooner than I was anticipating.
Hello, Mr. Sholmes.
Of course you have blue hair and pronouns!
Hello, Mr. Sholmes.
Say nothing. Your thoughts are written all over your faces in any case. It turns out that it may have been advisable to test my hair color restoration tonic before application.
Oh my.
Pray, tell me, what of our warder friend? Have you gotten some new information?
Oh, yes. Something very surprising, in fact. Though it's not a patch on your hair, to be honest.
It most certainly isn't. But still, we discovered that...
Who is this? Who's screaming shit?
Oh, Sholmes! Drop everything, Sholmes. This is more important.
Gina?
I can't Adam and Eve. What's the matter?
What's happened?
Clearly a very grave matter indeed. For Miss Lestrade made no mention of my hair whatsoever.
It's the boss.
What do you mean? Inspector Gregson?
Oh no! But his name is on the music box. They finally come for him. Oh no! The boss is... They came for him! I can't fucking deal with this. They killed him? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. Right. And I even said so many times, I was like, I hope they don't try and kill you, Gregson, because your name is on this fucking disc. What the fuck? Oh my god. They've never killed a character that's been around for more than a game before. What the fuck? What am I supposed to do? Okay, I guess I play the game, but okay, fuck. Jeez, okay. The boss, he's dead. What? They just found his body shot with a pistol.
Gina's sprites. Oh my
Like,
god.
I'm so tears in my
Like,
eyes.
you could tell how important he was to her.
Like,
That was her dad.
like he the adoption. He was gonna take her to France.
Paris.
Oh my god. What? But Inspector Gregson? He's a stable parental figure for once in her life. Oh my fucking god. Okay. He was murdered? Wait, did dead people have come back to life in this video game? I'm holding out hope.
No, Gracie.
Come in, my dear girl. Tell us the whole story.
Copium immediately. Yes. Are you serious, Gina? Inspector Gregson was... He was really shot? But wait, she was shot. We don't know if he was dead. Well, I mean, she said he was dead, but... I don't know much about what happened myself yet. I'm still there, investigating the scene.
Where did this take place?
A little rented room in a building full of flats on Fresno Street.
Hey, I live there.
Fresno! That's where I'm going.
The outskirts of town. Nowhere near his home. He was perhaps investigating a case then.
Thing is, no one at the yard knows nothing about no case round there. Oh, how strange. The boss was so good to me. I know I ain't up to much yet, but one day I was gonna show him. I was gonna show him I'd become a proper detective.
Wait.
Oh, Ginny.
So, who did this? Do you have any idea who the culprit is?
I got him already. Already?
They've caught the shooter so soon? It's gonna be her husband.
A witness reported something was going on, and the boys got straight down there and took care of him. Who? What awful person did this? I still can't believe it myself. Gina? It was...
Are we saying... Okay, sorry. Are we saying this is the Reaper's curse? But Gregson's never... Or are we saying... Okay, sorry.
It was... the Reaper.
Are we saying... Are we saying... Wait a minute. You don't mean... They've arrested Lord Van Zieks for it?
That's right. That Reaper bloke's gone and shot the boss.
No. Lord Van Zieks. I love when Tony has the moment where she can hear herself practically shouting, play the game in her. Yeah, I get, yes. Lord Van Zieks? It's just, I'm in the habit now of trying to solve the game before the game tells me what it's going, where it's going, whatever.
Are you quite sure, Mr. Strode? It's Baroque Van Zieks the police have arrested.
BBC and the Clank.
I saw him with me own eyes in my interview room at the yard. I don't believe it. But there were witnesses, and we're all saying it was him. So you mean there were actually multiple witnesses? They heard the gunshot, apparently. And when our lot got to the scene,
I was only the boss and that Reaper bloke in the room. But there's no way Lord Van Zieks would have taken Gregson's life. I just don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
The sprites are killing me. Oh, she's so sad, Gina.
Thank you for informing us, Miss Lestrade. This really is most terrible news. I'm dreadfully sorry.
What are you saying sorry for? You didn't do nothing. Well, anyway, I'm taking a cab over to the scene right now. Please, Gomino, as soon as you can. We've got to help. Oh, bye, Gina.
It's a detective's lot to appear whenever some sinister plot is unfolded. Little wonder we all look haggard. Sometimes these things are almost too much for the nerves.
Thank you, Grace. We're both very distressed. I was getting into the distress. Mr. Sholmes.
What use is there in being a great detective if I fail to see something like this coming? Huh? How could I let this happen to Gregson?
Gregson. Our friend Gregson, who had so much fish and chips in his belly all the time. Oh, thank you, Miguel Chiaro. I've enjoyed doing Gina's voice this whole game. So that was really, I mean, not fun moment, but like, it was a good moment to like sink your teeth into, you know.
Mr. Naruhodo, I shall leave at once to begin my investigations.
Of course, yes, we will too.
It would be helpful if you could talk to Mr. Reaper and see what you can glean.
Mr. Reaper in the clink.
I'm sure you were intending to do so anyway. Until later, then.
A minimum of 5 fish and chip shops went out of business this day. Inspector Gregson, dead. And Lord Van Zieks arrested.
Bruno, Susie, I've called you a hansom. It's waiting outside.
Thanks, Iris. Shall we, Mr. Sato?
Yes.
Man, Gregson. Where's the fucking... Of course you look like a fucking fruit. First November local prison one.
There he is. Lord Van Zieks behind bars.
Someone give both Iris and Gina a hug.
Please.
So it's true. He really was arrested.
He's sitting with his back to the wall, reading something. I don't think he's noticed us.
Are we going to have to represent Lord Van Zieks in a court of law? Oh, sorry, that's... Lord Van Zieks?
Fancy meeting you here. The last place on Earth I'd like to be, with the last person on Earth I'd like to see.
Okay, well, all right, come on, Mr. Sato, let's go. Well, we're not gonna defend this asshole anyways.
I couldn't very well not come.
After you killed Gregson!
We heard what happened. That Inspector Gregson was...
Go home. This has nothing to do with you.
But...
Forgive me, Lord Van Zieks, but I must disagree. Inspector Gregson was very helpful to us on a number of occasions. We are indebted to him. At the very least, we owe it to him to find out the truth about his death. You must help us. Yeah, you must help us with our investigations. Please!
There's really nothing I can tell you.
What were you just reading at the back of the cell there? Was it something related to the case?
This. The Yard isn't quite so cavalier with its information as to share case details with the suspect. This is a letter from an old acquaintance.
Oh, who might that be?
Someone you knew, as it happens. Albert Hairbrain.
Oh, your only friend, right.
Of course, yes. I keep forgetting they went to the same university.
And I would like to read my correspondence in peace. So let's get this over with, shall we? What is it you want to know?
Strange. I mean, let's face it, Lord Van Zieks never minces his words. But they seem to have less bite than usual somehow. And his theme fucks so hard for no reason. Can you at least tell us your side of the story, Lord Van Zieks? What happened?
How much do you already know?
We know that the inspector was shot dead in a small rented room on Fresno Street.
And that you were found there by the police when they arrived on the scene and immediately arrested.
We were told there was nobody else in the room, and that some witnesses heard the gunshot.
Then you're well informed. And there's really nothing I can add. The truth is, I don't know what happened myself.
But the gunshot! Obviously you didn't fire the gun. Did you?
I'm not in the habit of shooting the people I work alongside. I also heard the noise, however. Before I had a chance to investigate, I was apprehended by the arriving officers.
So he doesn't actually know what happened.
If I might ask, what were you doing in that place to begin with?
I don't need to answer that.
I fucking hate lawyers. Oh,
After all, you're not representing me.
He is going to need a lawyer, though. Who's going to be representing you in court, Lord Van Zieks?
Anyone other than you,
Hey.
I should imagine.
Bye! Ah.
would I be right in assuming that you have no representation as yet?
Defense lawyers are shy away from any trial involving the Reaper, as I'm sure you know.
But this is different.
In my career, of all the defendants I prosecuted, only 19 have ever been acquitted. Of them, 16 subsequently died in mysterious circumstances. Questions will be asked now.
Surely not.
I assure you, new defense lawyer will want to touch me with the end of a barge pole.
You're never gonna be him. You're never gonna be him. You'll never be him. Just making that clear. You'll never be him.
Not this guy. You'll never be Moyle's Edgewood.
But you didn't actually have anything to do with those people's deaths, did you? It wasn't the ghost of your brother that you were telling to kill those people?
It's been 10 years now that I've been known as the Reaper of the Bailey. Believe me, nobody wants to know the true identity of this killer more than I. However, it seems things may come to a head before I have the chance to uncover the truth about that.
What does he mean by that? After the trial, Professor Harebrain was supposed to go straight back to Germany, I thought.
It's a letter to inform me of his safe arrival at home. I arranged its passage by sea and rail. It's a relief, I must say. He should now be beyond the reaches of the Reaper.
Anyways, Lord Van Zieks, I need to gossip more with Evie Vigil about Ben Barrow. Can you give me any news? She will love to hear about the correspondence letter.
Because the Reaper doesn't follow people abroad, you mean?
Yes, so it seems. Your stooped little Nipponese friend, for example. He told me he was keeping well in Japan when I inquired the other day.
Yes, that's right. He's an author now, happily working in Tokyo.
So Professor Harebrain is safely back in Germany now.
Watch him die.
He is. So, it appears our conversation has run dry.
There was a 2-second silence, that's all.
Well, in any event, if you excuse me now, I wouldn't like to detain you.
A tragedy for Evie. True.
Clever, can you stop? Just stop it.
Stop it. A4's birthday was yesterday.
It was yesterday. Oh, I thought it was the day before. Whatever.
Well, you can never tell with time zones.
He's still celebrating. He's still doing wheelies. He's been doing wheelies for like 48 hours.
I was wondering, Lord Van Zieks, if you'd like, I'd be happy to advocate for you.
Huh? What? Wait, what?
You trust me, do you?
Yes. I've heard you speak many times in court. I've seen how you treat people. Oh my god, Clavier. So I'm quite sure that you would never have taken another's life. It's just... my feelings can't be used as evidence in a court of law, sadly.
You trust me, do you? No, but I need to know how this turns out.
It's a very gracious offer. However, I trust no one.
Ooh, ow, the edge. What?
Not the police, not the judiciary, and not you, Nipponese.
But please...
I have no intention of engaging your services.
He wishes he was Miles Edgeworth. He wishes he was Shadow the Hedgehog. He wishes.
The chasm between us is just too wide and too deep, it seems.
I'd appreciate it if you don't visit again. And neither of us will waste any more time.
Perhaps we need to dig a little deeper and find out more about Lord Van Zieks and what happened to Inspector Gregson. Were you just...
Take the L on this one. First of
Let's just say he's doing it for Gina. He wants to learn
Okay.
the truth for Gina.
He wants to learn the truth for Gina. Okay. Fair. 1st of November, room on Fresno Street.
This really is an out-of-the-way part of London. I doubt many people find their way back down this back street. So this dust-ridden, rented old room is where it happened, then. Why is there a wig? Red wig.
So this is where poor Inspector Gregson lost his life.
Yes, and the police are already hard at work investigating, it seems. I don't see Mr. Sholmes anywhere, though. Oh my god, he's right fucking there. He's the mustache, isn't he? He's the mustache. Perhaps his investigations have taken him elsewhere. God, Jesus, my phone scared the shit out of me. It, like, vibrated in my pocket. And I thought it was, like, a spider or something. Holy shit, okay.
That big of a spider making that much of a...
Well, that's what I was scared of. It's like, what the fuck was that?
Oi! What do you think you're doing there? Every one of them drawers has got to be taken right out so you can look underneath and all. I want the space above the ceiling checked, and don't forget to look inside the chimney stack too. Blimey, ain't you lot never gonna... Blimey, ain't you lot never gone over an house looking for dough when the owners are out of town? Yes, a spider. I thought my instinct was it was a spider. Just shut up.
Gina's obviously got some unique investigative techniques she wants everyone to adopt.
Ooh. That was good. Ah, so you've turned up at last. Mind you, I ain't been here too long myself.
Hello again, Gina.
Shams has only just left. You're lucky you missed that. So he's not the mustache guy. I went prancing around in here, pointing at stuff and flicking that out of his, and then just scarpered.
Oh, he's finished investigating already, you mean?
No winches in jail.
Yeah, I didn't stop to say nothing to no one. Not even me.
Gina, would you mind if we investigated too?
Listen, I don't. You're a lawyer, right?
Yes? Why?
Well, you're not thinking of trying to help that Reaper bloke, are ya?
Oh! Poor Gina. She's never going to forget, is she? That trial will haunt her forever.
I think it's more the fact that
She thinks
everyone's under the belief that the Reaper killed Gregson, not the fucking trial. I think that's like done and dusted. God.
Oh my god.
He's like willfully obtuse.
Yeah.
Gina, if you don't mind me saying, if Lord Van Zieks really is responsible for this crime, he will be duly and fairly judged in court.
Oh, I suppose you're right, yeah. Go on, Venosa. Get investigating. I want to know the truth about what really happened here.
Thank you, Gina.
Okay. Well, unless we have stuff to say to her. Hold on.
Gina, what was Inspector Gregson doing here in the first place?
That's what I want to know. It's what? Half a year since I got out of the clink? That's when I decided to give up on me diving and become a detective instead.
Oh yes, Mr. Sholmes twisted the inspector's arm to agree to take you on as an apprentice, didn't he? Something like that, I think. Anyway, the point is, I didn't really know much about the boss till then. But it turns out he's a bit of a legend at the yard.
Goodness, really?
They say he managed to solve some really tricky case, just like that. He did? Yep. And ever since then, he started going on all sorts of investigations, but always on his own. No one else at the yard even knows half of what these No one else at the yard even knows what half the cases he's working on are, apparently. That's not how it's supposed to work, is it? So what was the legendary inspector doing in a dingy little room like this? I know he had a lot of respect for the Reaper and all. And look where that landed him. Respect for the Reaper? In what way? I heard him say as much. I take my hat off to that fella, are his words. Not how the general public feels, is it? Most people are terrified of the Reaper. Yeah, the boss says that's exactly why he respected the bloke. I didn't realize Gregson held the Reaper in quite such high regard. He said something else to me and all. But I didn't need to worry about the Reaper, because he only goes after people that are bad. It did kind of set my mind at ease when he said that. Right. Aww. What is this place then? Does anyone live here? Apparently it's been rented by some cove called Hugh Boone.
Hugh Boone?
It's a sort of here today, gone tomorrow, that, isn't it? Hugh Boone. I'm trying to figure out the pun. Yeah, A's what we call an unidentified person. We haven't been able to get in touch with him. Huge Boone, but that's like a here today, gone tomorrow. Like what's? I don't know if that. I see. Well, judging from appearances, I'd have to say this place hasn't been lived in for a very long time, if ever. Oh, Hugh Boone is the name of our Sherlock Holmes character. I see. Right. All the lads from the yard piled down to get stuck into the investigation. But there's so little here, no one knew what to do with themselves.
I do wonder.
Yes, Mrs. Sato?
Well, could it be that this Hugh Boone is in fact Inspector Gregson himself?
What? How could that be?
Well, if he was investigating on his own, it's quite possible that this was in fact some kind of secret office of his.
I'd never even considered that.
Nice work, Suze. We're actually following a line of inquiry like that ourselves.
You are?
If you look around the room, you'll see there's a few things that hint at it.
We should really investigate this place in detail.
I see that's where the poor inspector was found. Over there.
Yeah, that's right. I said it was a single bullet what did him in. Apparently the bullet went right through him and struck that candle tree back on the wall.
Oh, yes. It's blown one of the candles apart completely. Well... Which one is the blown apart one?
And the gun used is there on the floor. It's the Reaper's in it, no denying that.
Well, one of the candles had soot on it.
But-
like black stuff, and the other two are just melted.
Yeah, but I'm confused as to why the other two are like melted down, like, and not all three of them. Because like you would think the one that was destroyed would be the shortest one. I don't know. It's kind of weird that it's like an unused candle. Mysteries. You know what else is a fucking mystery? If Barack Van Zieks is the prosecutor, who's prosecuting? Mysteries. You know, I'm gonna listen.
He's gonna prosecute himself, of course. Because he's that stubborn.
No, I think I know who the fucking prosecutor is gonna be.
No, you don't.
Know. Yes, I do. I know who it's gonna be.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yes,
you
I do.
literally don't know.
Yes, I do.
You literally do not know who it is.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Tell me who it is then, Tony.
It's gonna be Asogi. He's been.
It's not. He's missing. He's gone.
He just went to go get a McFlurry. He'll be back.
You literally do not know. He is gone. He is not in the story anymore.
Shut the fuck up. Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
He's not in the story anymore.
Like in this case, he's not here.
I may be dumb, but I'm not an idiot.
Well, debatable.
I'm hanging up the fucking phone call.
Oh my god, no.
You don't get the game.
You
don't get the game anymore.
Give me back the video game.
You greatly offended me. You've greatly offended me on this day. My very own excellent good friend Jet offends me in this way.
Is this the first time, really? Give me back the video game.
Fine, take the video game. But I won't forget this. Yeah, this is going on your call-out post.
Go ahead! It's already so fucking long already. I've already had to deal with years of this shit.
Well, maybe if you weren't in the habit of calling your good friends idiots.
Come on, that's like the one thing good friends do, is call each other idiots.
True. You know what? That's fair.
Checkmate, Mr. President.
God. Oh, I miss you. I miss you. The fact that you said checkmate, Mr. President. Your brain hasn't fed you in 3 weeks, so you've been stuck in the garage, haven't you, Abby?
Oh, get over it.
Why is everyone saying Asagi? Okay, whatever. Anyways, it's gonna be Asogi, and you're gonna be wrong, and I'm gonna be right.
No, they're going to introduce a new masked disciple.
What? Really? A new masked disciple? Gina voice, Asogi! Here, oh my god. Asogi. Oh, it would kind of be more low, yeah.
How do you know that? Take it easy.
I don't know what to do with myself when you stare at me with them big wide eyes. I'm only saying what I heard. I don't know much about guns myself. There's some bigwig lawman or whatever who said so. Why don't you ask him? Strongheart. A bigwig lawman, is it? Anyway, Fresno Street runs long under that window there. There were some street sellers just outside who had the gunshot.
Oh, but I don't recall seeing anybody outside.
Yeah, they've all been taken down to the yard for questioning, that's why. We already have... What? Why are you guys saying 2 Asogis? Oh, because new mass disciple.
What the fuck?
We already have 2 Asogis, we can add a 3rd. And maybe a 4th helped! We're talking about the yard's legendary inspector here, after all. They'll be getting a grilling.
Watch, when they introduce Asogi's twin brother, then you're gonna be so fucking sorry.
Yeah, and then I'll yeah. Then I'll give myself a lobotomy.
Yeah, I'll perform it for you.
Yeah, thanks. And you know what? And that's what good friends are for.
If I really did offend you by calling you an idiot, I apologize.
You're fine. It's fine. I set myself up for it.
Do you think we might be able to speak with those street sellers ourselves?
I doubt it. They only speak Italian. The lads at the yard will want to know what you're snooping for, and you'll be up for a fuck me running. The lads at the yard will just want to know what you're snooping for, and you'll be up for a grilling and all.
So we can't interview the witnesses then. Shame.
Okay, let's start investigating then, shall we?
Albie. Asogi Kenshin is the fucking professor? Your obsessions with celebrities' sex loves are honestly so weird.
Oh, he had a murderboard too!
Will Power's ancestor?
Oh my god. Sorry, I'm just thinking about Edgeworth being obsessed with Will Power's sex life.
I mean, I was referencing Farewell My Turnabout because he was like, "Ooh, Adrian Andrews is in a relationship with Juan Carita." Ooh.
Oh yes,
but also Edgeworth could be like, "Who's the Steel Samurai fucking?"
Yeah,
I need to know.
Yeah. Well, this is just it just seems to be that would be the kind of thing that he would be like, Will Power's boyfriend? Question mark?
And it's not. It's like him doing stuff because he feels that like somehow the person who's the Steel Samurai being in a relationship would affect his acting.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want him to be distracted.
Yeah. One must be very dedicated
coming
to
out
their
soon.
job. Exactly.
Needs to be perfect. Been waiting years for this one.
Yeah. Okay, fuck. We have to get to Gregson's corkboard. The Steel Samurai would never post this. Delete this right now.
This looks like some sort of notice board or something.
And it's absolutely covered in scraps of paper.
Ah! Mr. Naruhodo, look!
This, you mean? It's an autopsy report, isn't it?
And these are case notes here, and details of prison inmates.
Yes. In fact, they're all the sort of documents that only a detective can normally acquire. What on earth went on in this room?
Some old newspaper cuttings. Ah, and this one here.
Oh yes, the advertisement you mean? To the Red-Headed League. But why? What's that doing here?
Was I Gregson the whole time? Well, I'm not dead, so...
Whoever occupied this room was clearly interested in it for some reason.
Now, who is this photo?
Oh, it's a photograph stand. I suppose it must be a picture of one of Inspector Gregson's family members.
What's the matter? Your eyes look like they're about to pop out of your head.
They are. Look, Mr. Naruhodo, quickly!
Oh, Ryu!
Why do I feel like this woman is familiar somehow?
Of course she's familiar! We met her only this morning!
Ah! It's Mrs. Vigil!
This makes no sense. Why would there be a picture of Mrs. Vigil in here?
face-blind king. To be frank, I don't think I've ever been more stumped.
I'm sorry to say, I have no idea either.
And that's the thing too, like in the very first case, both Ryu and Asogi make it a thing where Ryu's power of observation is like unparalleled.
Yeah.
That there was no way he would ever misremember something despite everyone else being like, no. And then the moment you become Ryu, the moment you're put into his shoes, he's like, huh, I don't remember this happening 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember this person. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
God, it annoys me so much.
Ever since we came in here, I can't take my eyes off this thing.
And he also literally did like this morning he did the like, this woman seems familiar thing, which would like this morning it was like, okay, yeah, like she was one of the 7 or the 6 jurors on the thing, and like, you know, like he didn't talk to her the whole time, so that was understandable. But the fact that he like met her this morning and then he was like, oh, this woman's familiar again, it's like, Ryu.
Like, DGS2 is interesting, more interesting to play than DGS1, but the fact that they still hold your hand this fucking hard, it's like, God, can we get like a good Ace Attorney game that like doesn't belittle you or think that you're fucking stupid?
Yeah.
Like, we're dumb, but not this dumb.
Not this dumb.
My God.
And yet they're still like but like you have to see the similarity of the mask in the picture, but you can't present the mask itself. You have to present the newspaper. It's like,
I've been playing Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, and I gotta say that game is like in terms of like the difficulty in the gameplay, I think it's like a good balance of stuff.
Okay, I'm excited to play that then. After we finish Spirit of Justice. Also, yeah, Ryu recognizing Asogi from posture alone versus him not recognizing this woman's face.
God.
Yeah, notice that the blood is dripping in the wrong direction if the way the victim was lying down. It's like we didn't even get like a visual of how the cage would have landed, or I mean I guess we did, but like
I didn't even understand that when I initially like had it reviewed. Like,
yeah,
I was streaming it, and then I was like, "How can you be able to tell that?" And I wasn't even thinking about like the blood dripping down.
Yeah.
I was thinking of like the trajectory of which because they were like, okay, it's the trajectory of which the screwdriver was driven in, and I'm thinking like, did they really show the angle of like how the stab wound? I'm like, I wasn't thinking about the blood dripping down, and I'm like, oh, and then when you played it and they said that, I'm like, how did I not get that before? I was making it harder for myself.
Yeah, they can't decide whether to hold your hand or be like, well, off you go into the abyss. Good luck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna try to finish investigating here before we run out of time. My screen just turned off.
There's this investigation portion, and then there's like 2 more talking portions.
Okay, well,
before it's to be continued.
If we finish the investigation and then we leave the talking portions for next time?
Sure.
How about that? Okay.
Oh, funnily enough, neither can I.
It's a hairpiece, isn't it?
It is! A bright red hairpiece!
And I suppose the fact that it's right there next to where the body was found means we have to accept that Inspector Gregson wore wigs, does it?
And in such a flame-colored red, too.
Guys, he was inspecting the Red-Headed League. Yes, that's a color we've come across very recently elsewhere, isn't it?
Exactly. This is a vital clue. I'm sure of it.
So I suppose this is where the victim...
That's right. The rope is laid around the body to show exactly how it was found. Poor Inspector Gregson himself has already been taken away.
and would probably be under Dr. Scythe's scalpel by now, if not for what happened last week.
Okay, you can remember that, but you can't remember someone you met this morning.
From the shape of the rope, it would appear that the inspector was curled up in a ball. Are you feeling all right, Mr. Naruhodo? You look like you've just seen a ghost.
I know it's just a rope, but... well, it conjures up quite a terrifying image, that's all. Especially with that bloodstain next to it. Okay, whatever. Just like Gina? Just like Gina. What are you trying to do?
In the case in 1-5, when we found her, she was curled up on the floor.
Oh, she was! Oh.
I like how I think like you reacted like way more to Gregson dying than like, in all honesty, like Asogi being revealed. I guess it's because we already knew it was Asogi.
Yeah, because the shock, that's why I said the shock wasn't Asogi. Like, they had been saying, it's Asogi, it's Asogi, it's Asogi, but he has amnesia. So I was just waiting for when they were going to reveal it. I knew it was going to happen at that point, because it's just like, they keep saying it. And he was just like, Kazuma, and like whatever. Like, at the point, it's like, they're gonna reveal and it's not gonna be Asogi, or like, I don't know, it just feels like they built it up in a really weird way, you know? Like, where they left nothing for like shock value at all, because they were like, they had Ryu recognize him, and then they had Susato recognize him, and then they had Susato calling out to him turning around, and her being like, I'm sure it's him. And then when they get into court the first time, she's like, there's Kazuma-sama, there he is. And then Ryo's like, but he has amnesia right now, so there's not really much we can do about it. And so then when he pulled the cloak off and it was his hair, I was like, yes, God, it's him. Like, thank God they didn't do someone else. But like, yeah, they didn't try to hide the reveal. But then when he said father, I was like, what? So it wasn't really like that big of a shock, because it's...
My phone stopped fucking going now. I get it. It's my bedtime. Okay? I know.
But yeah, like, I kind of... Yeah, it's about the tension
I guess I was more referring to the fact that, like, Asogi was alive to begin with. So, like, when you first see, like, him in his office or something, or when Susato calls out to him.
Well, because even before then, Susato and Ryu had been like, or Susato had said they didn't find his body. And I had already been on the train of like, oh, it's the Juliet theory. So I was like, okay, yes, we're doing it, where he's coming back to life, you know? Like, there's just like, if they wanted it to be a shock value kind of thing, they could have done it in a lot of different ways. But I feel like they give like a lot of, like, by the time the reveal actually happens, it's not a shock. Because they talk about the possibility that he's alive. Then Susato's like, I can't bear it. Yeah, exactly. Less about the mystery of who the masked disciple is, but more about building it up. Exactly. Like, people in my server thought I was gonna clock masked disciple as Asogi immediately. They thought I was gonna see him and be like, that's Asogi. But yeah. So I honestly, because we're not finishing this investigation today, I guess, but because of
my bad.
No, you're fine. Because of the way that, with the case title. So it's like the case title, the like, they talk about the possibility that Asogi's alive, or his body not being found, and they talk about like recognizing the apprentice, and then so like, I thought that with all of those little hints, they were gonna draw it out to like case 5, but it was pretty much like immediate. So, you know. But whatever. Let's continue this.
Oh, I do understand. In some ways, what we picture in our minds can be even worse than reality.
Susato-san is so strong, though. She's taking this far better than I am.
I need to scroll back to my reactions to this case because I was.
Were you
doing
like
that in the
really
server.
shocked that it was Asogi?
No, I was spoiled from like the moment that I was shocked when it happened. Like when he died on the ship, I was like, huh?
Yeah.
And
Then
then
that's sudden. That's like a what the fuck just happened?
yeah, and then after that I was like, whatever. And then I got spoiled for it. I saw him in his whore outfit. I'm like, okay, the dude's not dead, whatever. But like when it did lead up to 2-3, like I knew it was going to happen, but I still cried because like because I was also like just waiting. I was like, when is this moment gonna happen? Like I've seen the scene like offhandedly, like I was like whatever, like scrolling past, like I knew it existed. But when it actually happened in the moment, I was just like, fuck, and I cried really hard because like the music's swelling and then Naruhodo's face just like it gets me every time I see it.
It's the little like crumpled like
Yeah.
his face there.
I do hate how like Susato gets kind of like tossed aside.
Yes,
though,
right?
In the grand scheme of things, because I feel like in all like they're best boyfriends, but
that's her literally her adopted brother.
Yeah, and the fact that like it was more like he's like, oh, Judicial Assistant Mikotoba, thank you. You can't call her by her name.
You can't call her Susato. The fact that like her dad tried to guide you as his own son, and you're not calling her Susato. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, like I cried after like stream ended when he died. Like I listened to Samurai on a Mission and I sobbed. It was like it was a bad night. It was a couple bad nights. I was like, yeah. But I don't know. I think seeing him back, I was just like, because I had been like with the name of the case and everything, and I had just been fucking hoping, wishing. So I was just like, I just couldn't stop smiling. Too happy to cry, you know? But I mean, I guess we're stopping here. We can just finish the investigation next time.
Try to forgive the discourtesy of getting off topic once again.
Don't worry about it. But yeah. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm just reading some of the chat. Yeah, I want sibling moments with Asogi and Susato. Honestly, like, I kind of had a feeling that Asogi and Susato were like had sort of that kind of a relationship, just because like he was supposed.
Yeah, you were saying that they were siblings like way before any of the shit happened.
I know, right?
I'm like,
just because because I'm the kind of person who will say, oh, siblings, if they just have sibling energy, you know what I mean? Like I call Maya and Phoenix siblings.
Yeah, but I felt like Asogi and Susato's relationship wasn't as like clear or came across as much as like Maya and Phoenix was, like in the sense of like siblingisms, right? Because like you get that with Maya and Phoenix, you get that with Athena and Simon, you get it with Trucy and Apollo, but like with Asogi was there for such a short time, and the focus is on him mentoring or helping Ryu rather than like Susato coming in. Like she comes in 2 seconds into the case and then leaves. You know?
But the thing is that because I had been thinking about it, I was like, well, wait, like when we got into case 2, I was like, oh, like so Susato is here too. So she was supposed to go with Asogi. So those two were supposed to go to London together. So she was his judicial assistant. So like, it just made me think about like lawyers with their little assistants. And I'm like, oh, like they were probably like really good friends. And like, so a lot of it was just like made up in my mind. But I had just inferred, like not inferred, but like I had just mind palaced their relationship as being sort of a sibling-ish, good friend-ish kind of thing. Like I had thought that Asogi needed like Eugen's permission, or like, because my original thought was that like Susato was like an aspiring law student, and like Asogi, and because I had forgot that Eugen was a professor of medicine, so I thought he was just like a law professor. So I was like, okay, so Asogi is Eugen's student. His daughter is also like a aspiring law student, and so then in like studying so closely under Eugen, Susato and Asogi meet, and then like he wants to go to London so badly with him, and he's like, oh well, you know, like let's ask your father if you can come with me. Like that's what I thought the relationship had been. So I was like, and it's also like with Edgeworth and Francisca, before like I saw their outfits and I was like, oh, they're like, there's something to do with those two. And so I had been wanting to see them in the same room for like long before they were ever together, because I was like, there's I know that they're gonna have a relationship. So yeah. So I just really like sibling relationships, especially in Ace Attorney. So I was like, I just kind of wanted them to have one. And so I thought about it, and I'm very happy it came true. It was even better than I thought, because I thought that Asogi had like met her as a young adult, but he met her when he was like 12. But yeah. Anyways. Sometimes I also, sorry, TGAA2 spoilers. Fair warning. Before I even played TGAA2, I drew that comic with Kay in the hospital with Edgeworth just because I just wanted to put them in a little scenario, and then everybody was tagging it with TGAA2 spoilers, and I was like, what? Huh? What?
And then 2-4 happened.
And then 2-4 happens, and I was like, she gets pushed off a building? But yeah, anyways. So yeah, I guess.
Playing TGAA2 blind was so fun.
Oh my god. It's so good. The moment when you get to play as Gregory, it's like, you know.
And that's when we started hanging out more.
Yes, it is. Oh, this concept art with baby Susato, stop! Oh my god, that's so cute. Shut
so
the fuck up. Oh my god, she's a bean. She's a grub. She's a little guppy. Oh, wow. We're saving that. Oh.
Baby.
Saving. There we go. Okay, well. A fridge! Oh, fridge. Okay, yeah, good idea. We're not getting anywhere in this case anyways. Yeah, that's fine. Now what can go? I guess maybe one of the Azogis can go. Let's see. And then next week we'll see if Asogi is the prosecutor, like I have predicted.
He won't be.
He will be. You just like
it's gonna be her lectures in a mustache.
You just fucking love fighting with me. You love it.
Just like that guy on the floor right now.
Shut up! Shut up! He's so hostile right now. Okay, I think that's good. All right. Well, with that, oh, what have you said? Oh, they're little and small. What the fuck? They're so cute. Okay, anyways. Yeah, so I guess we will... That did not feel like 3 hours. But anyways, I guess we'll continue more next week. Or if I decide to do a Monday stream, I probably won't. I'm very busy. I'm in the last stretch of Sonic. I'm in the very last stretch of Sonic. which is very exciting. But I'm working hard to get that done. So we'll see. But anyways, yeah. And then Saturday, SOJ, of course. Wait. Yes. Saturday, SOJ, and then the next Saturday, no SOJ. And then also the Saturday after that, no SOJ. Sorry. Because I have a very special visitor week after next. But yeah. So thank you guys for coming, hanging out, having fun. And then, yeah. I will see you guys either Saturday or next week or possibly Monday if that works out. But anyways, yeah. See you guys later.